Live from Bethesda, Maryland, where the winters are hard and the cookies are soft. This is the Robert Dyer Channel Christmas Countdown 2021. And now, the keynote speaker for the Moose Jaw Kinsman Sports Celebrity Banquet, Robert Dyer. Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer Channel Christmas Countdown, where today I have another limited edition flavor that Peeps has brought out for Christmas this year. And yes, once again, the Easter Bunny is trying to invade Christmas. I don't know what's going to happen next. The Tooth Fairy will invade Halloween. I think everybody's getting out of their lane. And like I said, Santa Claus is going to have to make his own egg for Easter now. You know, this has been, for many people around America, a less than white Christmas. Here it was 69 degrees on Christmas. And I'm now hearing some snow in the forecast coming up in a few days. So maybe we're getting more to the time for this type of a product, because you want to have a hot chocolate during the Christmas time, during the winter time, and during this any time it's snowing for certain. And here I have a classic Swiss Miss cocoa standing by. Unfortunately, this year there's been a paucity of hot chocolates that are brand new or limited edition. So fortunately, Peeps is stepping into the vacuum with double hot chocolate flavored marshmallow dipped in decadent dark chocolate. Holy smokers. I don't usually think of the word decadent when it comes to Peeps. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the packaging here. Here you have the Peeps logo. You have this big splash of chocolate here. I guess that's supposed to represent this decadent dark chocolate. You have the somewhat of a representation of the actual product there. I guess it's showing it being dipped in the chocolate. And here is the actual product, and you can see the texture of that dusting of sugar on the outside of the marshmallow, and you may or may not be able to see that bottom layer of chocolate that is sort of floating in. You've got 3 in the package, and then you have this wonderful set of mugs here with the marshmallows floating in the top. I'm somewhat triggered by the fact that there's no whipped cream on top of the cocoa, because it simply isn't hot chocolate without whipped cream, and lots of it. And then here on the back you have some more hot chocolate. You have snowflakes falling. Maybe that's a little bit of steam coming up out of the hot chocolate. You've got some not so bad nutrition facts as far as candies go. You've even got 6% iron for the day in here. Behind the decadence of Peeps Delights lies a world of delightfully merry flavors and recipes. So they're halfway daring to say Merry Christmas there. Made in the USA with globally sourced ingredients. So I finally got the thing open here. Once again, it opens in a very weird way. You try to open it like a civilized person at the end, and you end up with this tearing down and sideways. Things ought to open in a logical fashion. However, they do give you this nice tray that slides out. And I'm going to pull out here one, and so here we have this I don't know, it looks like his head is flopped back. If he's supposed to be floating on the water here or something. I'm a little bit worried about his posture. I guess this is after the Monsanto. The aroma. Now, unlike the typical peep and unlike those somewhat lackadaisical ginger man peeps, this one really has a nice, strong, dark chocolate aroma from that bottom coating. It's pretty decently applied. There's no holes in the coating. Not much hot chocolate aroma, so to speak, but it's double chocolate, so top and bottom are both supposed to give you a chocolate flavor. So let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, I have to say I'm surprised they definitely were able to pull off the double chocolate promise, because the bottom, it does taste like your typical dark chocolate candy, and then the top is not just chocolate, but it really is a cocoa hot chocolate flavor, just like you mixed up the powder in the mug. Sometimes it doesn't fully dissolve and all that, but it really is a cocoa hot chocolate flavor, not just a chocolate marshmallow flavor. So that was kind of surprising. And then you have that sort of gritty, sugary texture to the marshmallow, which some people don't like. I guess Peeps are a very divisive candy. It's never really been one of my favorites at all. I'm more of a Reese's, all the varieties of peanut butter Reese's candy. Bob, I've just returned from a successful mission at Harry Houdini Hospital here in Huber Heights. Entering the doctor's lounge, I encountered a young doctor with a Caesar haircut. Looking at his ID badge, I saw his name was Dr. Doug Ross. He had just changed from scrubs into a t-shirt with a controversial message. Taking out the They Live sunglasses and putting them on, I noticed that the t-shirt immediately changed. It now read Winners in 1917, 1949, and 1975, with the hammer and sickle, the Chinese flag, and the Vietnamese flag. As he approached the door, I stepped in front and said, "I cannot allow you to walk out with that t-shirt." He said, "Wait a minute, you don't have an ID badge. Who are you?" Using my quick wits, I responded, "I was sent in by the diabolical Dr. Diaper, who said that he dropped his stethoscope in here and wanted me to get it for him." Dr. Ross grabbed me by the jacket and slammed me up against the lockers. Suddenly his eyes widened, and a smile of both admiration and resigned horror spread across his face. "You know," he said. "You know that Walter Dornberger's protege at Bell Helicopter took Lee Harvey Oswald into his home. You know that Bob Woodward, Robert Costa, and David Ignatius are intelligence agents posing as reporters at the Washington Post. You know that every vial has a barcode until they figure out which formula reduces us to subservient monkey men. You know, you know, you know, Well, I have to say I'm somewhat surprised at how good this was and how much it delivered what was promised. It's got pretty good packaging. There could be a little more detail, but they did show the hot chocolate mugs with the marshmallows, and that's basically what they were trying to deliver here. It could have been maybe something more of a winter scene in the background, I think, to really make the packaging the best it could be. I think they really hit it out of the park in terms of the overall food product inside the package. I was shocked at how good the hot chocolate and how accurate the hot chocolate flavor was. And you have that melt in your mouth dark chocolate on the bottom. It not only makes it rich, but it's sort of like if you had a rich hot chocolate recipe that you'd pour a dark chocolate sauce, or you would melt a bar of dark chocolate. You might even do that yourself. And so that's exactly what you're getting here. And then the marshmallow, of course, is delivering some of the marshmallows you'd have on top. So from someone who's not that thrilled about Peeps, usually I'm not that big on Peeps, and so I'm somewhat surprised to have to say I'm giving this 5 stars out of 5. Delivered exactly what it promised in the very best way possible. I think this is a Peeps that I might actually buy again for the winter time, and I wonder what would happen if I just dropped one of these in the top of a mug of hot chocolate. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time, tomorrow, on this Christmas countdown. Bye, everybody.